Number two thing that causes divorce is, listen carefully, is the issue, the mentality of I am the head of the family. Guys, listen. Ladies, listen, because both the guys and the ladies are guilty of this crime. When a guy have this mentality, I am the head of the family, it affects him unconsciously. With this kind of communication is that you don't share secrets much. I hope you got this one. You can share a secret easily with this level of communication. But you see, like this, that is why there are things you can't tell your mom, except you and your mom have this level of communication. There are things you can't tell, see, no matter how friendly you are to your pastor, there are things you can't tell him. No matter how friendly you are. You see, one of the major causes of divorce is people saying yes, I do to one person. People saying yes, I will marry you to one person. People saying yes, I want to be with you to one person. If you really want to have a successful marriage, if you don't want to be involved in any type of divorce, if you don't want to be a divorcee or a divorcier in the future, you must learn to say yes, I do to more than one person. You must learn to say yes, I do to one person, two persons, three persons, four persons, five persons, as the case may be. That is why love is commitment. Love is not a feeling. Love is not emotion. Love is commitment. You see, people change. People evolve. The person you said yes, I do to last 5 years at the altar, it's not the same person you are with now. So you must be willing to say yes, I do to this person that changed from the person you married at the altar. I've heard people say, this is not the guy I married. This is not the woman I married. Of course, they are not the people you married. They changed. So you must be willing to say, yes, I do to this changed person. People evolve. People change. You don't expect them to be the same person they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Even you change. Life changes you, experiences, some things that happen to you. It changes the way you understand things, the way you see things, the way you behave. It affects everything about you. Even your physical body change. This is not the way I was last 5 years. A lot about me have changed. What I believed last 5 years is not what I believe now. So somebody that loved me for me last 5 years wouldn't love me now. Except the person decide to continue loving me. One of the major causes of divorce is simply people wanting you to remain the same after 5 years of marriage, after 10 years of marriage, after 17 years of marriage. It's not going to work. People change within 2 years, and then you expect. One of the things you really need to do is what? Learn to say yes, I do to people as they evolve, as they change, as they transform. Learn to say yes, I do to them. So if you marry someone who has flat tummy, and then after 3 years this person's tummy pumps up, still say yes, I do to this person with big tummy. If you marry a guy with 6 packs, and then 5 years down the line 6 packs disappears, still say yes, I do to this person. If you marry a man who has money, who is wealthy, and then 10 years down the line the money disappears, still say yes, I do to this broke man. Don't expect people to remain who they are after several years. Don't. People change, things change people. People change. Let this sink in your head. People change. People evolve. So you must learn to say, yes, I do to the person they are becoming, to the person they have become, to the person they have changed into. Say, yes, I do to them. Say, yes, I do to them. Say, yes, I do to them. That is number one thing that causes divorce. Number two thing that causes divorce is, listen carefully, is the issue, the mentality of I am the head of the family. Guys, listen. Ladies, listen, because both the guys and the ladies are guilty of this crime. When a guy have this mentality, I am the head of the family, it affects him unconsciously. even when the guy wants to do good, the guy will, listen, look at what happens when you have this mentality of I am the head of the family. Look at what happens when you are courting your wife, your girlfriend, when both of you are still in courtship, in dating, season, when both of you are still courting, you are talking with her at this level. Look, straight line like this. You are seeing her as your partner. You are seeing her as your friend. There was flow of communication in this manner. And then you married her. You bring her into your family. You marry her. And then you see yourself as the head of that family. Communication changes automatically from this level to this level. It begins to move this direction. Because you are the head. She's below you. Understand? Now follow. This is one of the reasons why men cheat in marriage, even women do. Because when this man that talks to the wife in this manner now goes out, he talks with the other girls like this, and then his real self comes out. His babiness comes out because it's not talking like this. Partner, my body. Yeah, And then he comes home. The same thing goes to the lady. The lady now begin to look at the husband. You are my head. Follow carefully. This is one of the reasons why families are boring. Couples are boring. Couples find it difficult to talk. You wonder, this is not the lady I married. This is not the man I married. Now we used to talk. We used to talk about everything and everything. She has a secret with me, but now look, she can't even tell me what she's going on. She has been crying for 2 days. She couldn't even open up to me. This. She couldn't even talk to me. This was not the way we were. Babe, what is happening? What's wrong? Now you see, now the guy doesn't know what's wrong. The guy is not a bad person. The lady is not a bad person. But what transpired here is that they are no longer seeing themselves as partners. They no longer see themselves as friends. They no longer see themselves as bodies. Now they are seeing themselves as my head, my shoulder. Like this. Communication has moved from this to this. And what happens with this kind of communication is that you don't share secrets much. I hope you got this one. You can share a secret easily with this level of communication. But is it like this? That is why there are things you can't tell your mom, except you and your mom have this level of communication. There are things you can't tell, see, no matter how friendly you are to your pastor, there are things you can't tell him. No matter how friendly you are to your pastor, there are limits. Yeah, you can't just meet your pastor and beat him on the bum. Pastor, but you can't try it because he's an authority over you. But you see, your friend, anytime you carry your bum, come up for years. Because this is what is happening in families. People are seeing their husband as pastor, so they can't even tap their husband at the bum. Everything is now official. Everything is now, and it's affecting families. And this man goes out, he meets somebody, they begin to flow. He's already missing that. That's why he cannot even stay at home. He's always rushing to meet that secretary at the office, because that is the place where he flows like this. That is why that woman cannot stay at home again. She's gloomy, she's angry unnecessarily at home. She wants to go out, go to work, and this is where she have this gist. What happened? She's free, this thing, and when she comes home, welcome, sir. Let me give you food. Thank you, sir. Sir. To your husband, a partner. Am I saying that calling your husband sir is bad? No, it's not bad. But if you are calling sir, make sure you are calling sir at partnership level, not as Lord, head level. See, the Bible said Sarah called Abraham my Lord. Listen, things change, culture change. God cannot interfere in the culture of men. The same way a lot of things have changed. See, the era of Lord has changed. This generation we are in, marriages last better. Marriages do well when the husband and wife are partners. One of the benefits of being partners with your wife, with your with your spouse is this: pressure is reduced. Because when you are the head, you want to fix everything by yourself. You are fixing. That's why men are dying in number. But when there is this partnership, the pressure reduces. Babe, I can't do this. Help me out. Both of you are planning at the same level. Bible said we are one flesh, and the two shall become one flesh, not and the two shall become head and this. No. One flesh. Bible said Christ is the head of the church, as the man is the head of the wife. Now, you need to know that Bible, I was with the man of God who was explaining how to understand the Bible. You must understand the character of the person who wrote it, the nature of the person who wrote it. And now, what we are in Christ, we are not just his wife. We are one with him. We are one, is one. We are in him, he is in us. We are one person with Christ in spirit. So you and your wife are not head and below. No, both of you are what? One. So you don't make decisions and then come and tell her what you have decided. You discuss with her, both of you will decide on what to do, because both of you are driving the boat together. One person is not driving the boat, the both of you are driving it. You are not just the driver of the marriage, the both of you are the drivers of the marriage. These are the two things that has been on my mind for a while now. So let me share with you guys. If you know anybody who is having issues in marriage, this could be the problem and they don't know. Share this video to them. Help them. Don't keep it to yourself. This might be the solution they have been seeking. They need to understand that maybe the communication level have moved from this to this, so they need to bring it back to this. Or maybe they need to say yes I do to whomever the wife or the husband has become. So if this is your first time to my channel, subscribe. I need you to subscribe. Support. This is the only way you can support me. Subscribing to my channel, like the video and comment. Give me a reasonable comment. Tell me what you think. This is the way you can support me and encourage me to actually do this more often. Because when I see a comment, when I see one subscriber, I'm joyful. It encourages me. It makes me to want to discover things, learn things more, study more, so that I can share better things with you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and thank you for commenting. God bless you. See you some other times. I love you. My name is Safai Barnes.